Hey, what's up, guys? Shazam here, and we're back with another commentary. And you may be thinking, well, what the hell is this dude posting or uploading 2 videos in one day? Well, since I don't upload um, pretty much I don't upload like any time during the week. I only upload on the weekend. So I was like, you know what? I'll just throw in another video just cause. Why not? Because I don't upload as much. So I'm going to start this gameplay right here. So the sound is off as usual. Um, but I'm going to be talking about something, and it was a very scary experience for me. And oh yeah, by the way, in the gameplay in the background is Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm just messing around in a lobby right here. Uh, just a freaking custom game lobby. So yeah, um, I want to talk about something that happened to me just today, and it was a bit scary. I mean, not like anything like ghosts or anything, but it was a bit scary, like for me, and I can say right now it's not even like it's not even at that stage where it's like to laugh about because I was still really scared, um, but yeah, I'm gonna start telling the story. So today I was not at home. I was actually helping out my uncle. I was helping out my uncle take out the tiles in his floor in his house. So yeah, I was just helping him out. Just help him out. I was all the way. I was pretty far away from my actual house. Just to say, I don't know. It doesn't really matter to the story. So we're just and also my cousin was there. Michael, I don't know. You probably know him. He was in one of my or a couple of my videos actually. I think two exactly, but that doesn't matter. Um, sorry, I just kicked my cabinet here. Anyways, yeah. So we were there and just helping out my uncle, and we were he asked me specifically to go get some garbage bags from his garage. And so my uncle, he doesn't live in like a normal house. He lives in like a unit, which is kind of like a townhouse. If you don't know what that is, a townhouse is just like a bunch of like miniature houses like stuck together. It's kind of like it kind of looks like a motel, but a bit nicer. But yeah, so that's pretty much the best way I can describe it. And so normally, well, where I am, a garage would open like you would do like the code to like the garage, and then it would open up like the garage door. And but in these units, they wouldn't do that. You actually have to like manually like pull them open. So that's where the story kind of kicks in here. So I open up the thing and I just did a nice little freaking I did a nice little thing there. Okay, never mind, doesn't matter. And so he told me to get some garbage bags from the garage. And so I go and I get some garbage bags, right? And but I noticed he had like a bike, right? And it was like one of those old bikes, right? It was a cruiser. So I went up and it was in like the end. It was in like the far end of the. It was in like the back of the garage, right? So I went to just go look at it, and I'm noticing that there's like the light is like there's not light because the light was coming from outside, and the light was like slowly going away. I was like, what the hell's happening? So I turn around and I looked at the garage door was closing. So I'm like, oh crap! So I'm running to this garage door, like I'm running across this little garage, so it doesn't close on me. And I couldn't get to it in time, and it shut. So I was like, oh crap! And it was so dark, even like it was like midday, and it was so dark. Like it was just I can't even explain it. It was just really dark, and I didn't like it at all. So I was so scared. I was like, oh, what do I do? So luckily I had my phone in my pocket. So I pull out my phone. I turn on the flashlight. So I'm like, oh crap. So I'm looking around just to find a light, just any sort of light that can maybe like a light switch to the garage or something like that. So I'm looking around, I'm looking, and it was this freaking dim ass light because the light on the phone isn't that like bright, you know, it's not like a full on flashlight or full on like light bulb. So yeah, I turn it on, I'm looking around, looking at the walls, and then pretty much I see a light. I mean, I see a light switch on the wall. So I'm like, oh, please work. I click it, and it works. So a light goes on. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because like if you're in a garage alone in the dark, it's kind of freaky. Like you never know, a ghost could come out of nowhere and kill you. But no, in seriousness, I was pretty scared because like I was just alone and I didn't know how long I was gonna be in there. So yeah, I'm like, oh crap. So I'm just trying to recalculate my thoughts here. I was like, okay, I'm trapped in a garage, and I've already tried like lifting it up, like manually. It didn't work because it obviously locks from the outside. So yeah, I couldn't get out. So I was just trying to pull it open. So I was like recalculating my thoughts. I'm like, okay, I'm trapped in this garage. How the hell am I gonna get out? While my uncle and my cousin were inside. So first thing I do is start banging on the garage door a little bit, see if anyone could hear me. And I know they weren't gonna answer their phones because their phones were on the tables. And well, first of all, my cousin, he doesn't have a phone; he has an iPod. So even if I text him, he barely uses his iPod. It's not like it's in his pocket, and it was on a charger. And my uncle's phone was somewhere on a shelf or something. So yeah, that was pretty. Like I already knew if I tried calling them or anything, it wouldn't work. So, but I was gonna have to try sooner or later. So I'm just banging. I'm just like looking for things I can just maybe wedge underneath the garage door, maybe to lift it up a bit, maybe crawl under. I don't know. So I was just there, and I was sorry about the noise. Something fell upstairs. I don't know. And so I was trapped in that garage for maybe probably a good 10 to 15 minutes, just banging on the door, and then just trying to I did call my uncle. And he didn't answer. Obviously, I called him maybe like 3-4 times. He did not answer, and yeah, so I was trapped in there for a good 15 minutes. And oh, watch this right here. Ready? Hold on, wait for it. That's so awesome. So yeah, yeah. So and then I hear the glorious voice of my cousin, and so like I'm probably banging on it, and then like making noise. And another thing, there could have been an animal living in there, like maybe a raccoon or something like that. Like there could have been something in there like that, because like there's a whole bunch of stuff like piled in the back of the garage. So maybe a raccoon could be in there. I didn't know, right? There most likely isn't, but who knows? So yeah. So I hear the glorious voice of my cousin Michael, and so this is specifically what he says. Like I'm just banging on the door, just like banging like boom, boom, boom. Maybe someone will hear and just call my name, and be like, "Oh, is anyone in there?" So my cousin, it was just hilarious. He was like, Chris, like he sounded scared because he was like, what the hell's happening in this freaking garage? So yeah, and then he says, Chris, and I'm like, Michael, open the freaking garage, and yeah, he opens it, and then as I'm opening it, I look at the garage. I'm looking at the inside of the garage. You could have pulled, there was a knob on the inside of the garage, and I could have just twisted that knob, lifted it up, and I would have been fine. So yeah, I felt like a real idiot. I was like, Michael, I could have just lifted up the garage the whole time. I'm a complete idiot. So so yeah, that was just like, I was so scared. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be here for so long. I'm not gonna be able to come out. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much the story. I mean, it's not much of a story, but I was really scared when this happened. So I don't know. Look at this. This is all I did in this thing. It was just so hilarious. All right, so yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this little story time. I like to do these now and then just to like tell you guys what's happening in my life. And yeah, I gotta go work on a project now. Jeez, I've got a history project due on Monday. I barely started. I did start. I've started quite a bit actually. But yeah, so hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, and give me a comment if you want to see more story times like this. Cause I've a couple more stories. I was planning on doing the first time I actually played a video game. Like the first video game I ever played was actually Call of Duty World at War, and that was on my cousin's Xbox 360. So yeah, I can make a whole story on that because there's a whole little story I have for it, and yeah, so I was actually gonna do that today, but something like this came out. I felt like I was like, you know what, I'll just do this because I feel like that's a pretty good story. I mean, in the end, I could have just literally just put up the what's it called? Just twisted that knob that was on the inside and just twisted it. There you go. All right, well, this is gonna be it for this video. So if you guys did enjoy, comment if you want me to make more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.